over the 70 years, there's many tragedy happened, mass killings, destruction of Uyghur culture, Uyghur identity. Because of East Turkestan border was locked, no one heard what's happening there. Thanks to the modern technology, communication, and now we can hear more of what's happening, especially since 2016.
Wow, look at this. It's like a city.
Documents seen by the BBC appear to provide a detailed insight into how China handled hundreds of Muslims held in a
Welcome to Xinjiang.
CNN is investigating potential mass detention centers in remote parts of China.
1 million people have been interned in concentration camps in the far west province of Xinjiang.
While the Chinese government has been trying hard to protect people's safety and the region's stability in Xinjiang.
As you know, Uyghurs, we are Turkic people, and we are also heart of the Turkic people's civilization. Whenever China look at their so-called Great Wall of China, they understand that's the border. That's about land, about power, about natural resources, and China never want to give up. That's what they admission at the moment. That's what comes up now, and they're looking up over 3 million of innocent Uyghurs. All of them are Chinese citizens, if we believe the modern China.
I wrote to you this week, sir, actually, about the camps in Xinjiang. I know that they are prison camps. Why won't you tell me the truth about those camps?
First of all, I would say there's no so-called labor camps as you described. There's what we call vocational education and training centers. They are there for the prevention of terrorists.
With respect, sir, what you're telling me bears no relation to what I've seen.
The document, so-called document you're talking about is a pure fabrications. Don't listen to fake news. Don't listen.
So this is a long tragedy, but in personal, of course, I have my own family. I have even more personal tragedy, personal story I can share with you. I was born in East Turkestan, Doğu Turkestan, and I grew up there. I arrived to the UK in summer 2001, and before that I stayed for a while in Central Asia, and I arrived via Turkey to Germany. Almost 20 years since I left home. I usually used to call to my mother every weekend, and 2016 I heard from my mother through telephone conversation. She's not very comfortable receiving my telephone from London. Okay, I understand it. And in summer 2017 I called once. My mom openly said, "Please, can you stop calling us?" Each time when you call, there's a police rush came to our house and threatened us not to answer the phone. And I was shocked about this. One of the week in November 2017, I have received a text message through social media from my friends. Said, your father died. And I tried to call on the 7th funeral. No answer. My mother used to have mobile phone, landline cut off, mobile phone not exist. I tried many times since then. I didn't hear at all.
Sorry, the number you dialed does not exist.
In October last year, I have received a message from a friend and also from an unknown number from Turkey on WhatsApp, sending my mother's photo. My mother's alive. And before that, of course, I went to many British media, American media, asking to help. After 623 days, I found from Google Earth, my father's tomb was destroyed by the Chinese government. I talked to the French agency France. So they went there, Shire, and but they're not allowed to go to the graveyard where my father was buried, but they visited other graveyard in the Shire. They identified the scatters of bones everywhere. They bulldozed all the graveyard, flattened, and built kind of 3-story cement boxes, only 80 centimeters long, and no one was inside the bones, or no one. Then I was contacted to CNN. I gave an interview.
What happened to your father's remains?
I don't know. I have no idea. But how fast changing my family situation, I just don't believe it. China's Central TV's network, television, responded on the 13th of February. She's my mother. Yes.
According to CNN, Aziz knows exactly where his father's tomb is, but due to his status, he couldn't come back or even phone his mother. But during our interview with his mom, she painted a totally different picture.
Ямғой егіп, шамал шыққан, бәріп, топап біріп, шу түйшілі құжыттық, ішілі татып кет баған, мүйшілі кіс кет баған, машындақ күлін көген, немелос маш тәләп қып, маш елің салды, салып бәді, партия үкімәді рәкмәлікді. Біз найды бәк қойш маштақ, өлкінің маштақ чырайлық еді, ятқызғанға.
I saw my mother for the first time on Chinese TV. She was talking on the Chinese TV. Actually, very sad realities against me, against her son. On 8th April this year, I have received an anonymous call from someone I don't know. Answered the phone. That was my mother's voice. And my mother was speaking on the phone. I was very pleased to hear my mother again. That was second time after I've seen my mother on the Chinese CCTV. I spoke to my mother. So are you calling me directly, or so who's this number I have received? I just couldn't believe how can I receive a phone call from you? And said I appreciated these local governments. Police came to, I don't know, to help me. They said you can speak with your son in London now. And yes, immediately I understand what's going on. I told my mother, I'm very pleased to speak to you, but not in this situation. Tell Xi Jinping, I don't need a third person. I don't need police to speak to you. You are free human, I am free human. We all free, and we come to this world as a free. No need to speak to a police or security service. I don't need it, and life immediately cut off. I'm happy again, mixed feeling, and I'm also sad. In the world, Turkey is the only country Uyghurs rely on. He did many good deeds in the past, like helping oppressed Muslims around the world, like helping the Palestine, helping the Rohingya Muslims in Burma, Uyghur plus Muslims, Turks, right? We hardly hear about it. This is Uyghurs. We are Turk. We have very strong cultural, historical, linguistic heritage with 80 million of Turkish people. So Turkey must do something.